Welcome back again. Today we are going to discuss something related to data structure in R programming. Uh, so far we have discussed that how to use R as calculator. So these are the things, and then I think we also discussed about uh, how we can create a vector using this C command. Okay, and then I think this also I have discussed that how we can convert some data items to integer. Okay, if you remember, and basically we came to know that how we can enter by just by typing from keyboard, and also by entering the desired data using scan command. So scan command, I think, yeah, we did this one. Uh, we learned how we can put numeric data into some variable using scan command, and also the character data. Okay, for this syntax goes in this way. Okay, we need to write some variable name and then equals to, and then a scan, and in parenthesis we need to type what equals to character, and it character should be in a double quotes or single quote. Okay, so these are the things that we have learned until now, and also I think yeah, we have also seen how we can import some file, not import, but how we can upload some file. Okay, uh, using scan command also, and then this is the command when this file is saved in the same folder, and if that file is not saved in the same folder, then we need to type full path. Okay, and then we also learn how we can uh, choose some specific file. Okay, using scan command. Uh, you see there are three types of file. I think we have learned how to we can import. I think, yeah, .csv file. Okay, so for .csv file we need to write data name, that is variable name, equals to, and the read.csv, and then we can give the path like this. Okay, otherwise we can write like this, file.choose, and then a blank parenthesis, and when we learn it will ask us to browse that particular file. Okay, so for example, if I run this, so you will be getting this kind of pop-up window. So from here you can take any, I think, c.csv file we need. So we can take this, okay, and then open. You see here it has come. Okay, you can double click here to see the data items or entries here. Okay, okay, let me close it. And if you want to see the output of this data 12, press enter. So you will be getting. Okay, so there are 8 observations and 6 variables are there. So like this. This is used for text file. Okay, if you want to import or to include some text file, so just go here, and then you see what our text file we have. So you can see, suppose for example, I want this, so let us open it. Okay, and then data 14 I should write, and then press enter. You see the same data has come because the same thing I have saved. Okay, so we have here also in data 12 and data 14, we have in both 8 observation and 6 variables. And then we can manipulate them. If you want to check the class, then we need to write data 14 for this. Okay, and then 2 3 means second row and third column. It will give us one entry. Okay, so once we run it, we will be getting some. Okay, at this place we have some integer, okay. And also if I want the particular data, okay, particular type of particular entry at that place, so we need to write like this. So second row, third column, and then press enter. 5 is there, and you see the second row, third column. This is the second row and the third column. First row and second row and third column. This one, okay. 5 is there, like this, okay. And I also told you how we can set the path, okay, working directory. And these are the commands which are used to see the files in the working folder, okay. Okay, fine. Now we are ready to learn what is the data structure, okay. So actually there are let me open another file. Okay. So these are something also you can print, or you can create vector use like this, okay. These are the commands. So data structure is there. So there are basically 3 or 4 types of data. One is vectors. So vector, we have learned how we can create a vector, all right, using C command, okay. Or we can also create vector like this, seq, okay, and then using this also. So I will give you some example. Suppose in A, I want to create, I want to put some vector. So I must write 1, 3, 5, 6, okay, like this. So this will create a vector. And another vector we can create like SEQ. So these are the vectors for numeric data, okay. So start, this is a syntax. So I can start, let us start with 0, and then end is suppose 100, and a gap, suppose I want to keep 5, okay. So it will give us another sequence. Another C equals to, if I write 1 colon and then a 10, so it will create a vector uh, starting from 1 to 10, okay, with the gap between any two points will be 1, okay. Default is 1. So you see here, let us see the output, okay. So if you want to see the output, so let us write A, then enter 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, okay. And then a B, you see 0, 5, 10, because here we have given gap of 5 in each case. And then C, you see, in this case, we will be getting a sequence from 1 to 10, and each are separated by the gap 1, okay. And if you want some specific gap, we can use this one, okay. So these are the things using which we can create a numeric vector, okay. Of course, this command cannot be used for creating vectors of character, okay. This also, these are especially for creating numeric vector, and this can be used, that for creating a numeric vector as well as vector of characters, and also that scan command can also be used. Okay, so we know that what is a vector, and then another thing is what is list. List may contain any data type of any length, and it is like data frame or data frames. Okay, we will see it later. Okay, because I want to tell you what is a data frame. Okay, but before that, let us see what is matrix. Okay, let us see first matrix, and then we can learn what is a data frame. Okay, so matrix, that there are matrix is a two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional in the sense there are rows and columns. Okay, and they have the same data type. That in each row and each row or each column we will be having the same type of data. Okay, Whereas I mean to say that if it is numeric, then everything will be numeric. If it is character, then everything will be character. Okay. In a data frame also is a kind of a matrix, but in data frame we allow in a particular column we allow a mixed type of data. That is, it may be numeric as well as character. Okay. So you know what is the matrix like this? You see here. Of course, here we have not created. We have created table here. Okay. So everything you see here numeric is there. Okay. And this matrix is used in when you are doing some programming, because they have the same data type, and then you want to run some loop and all. So for that, number is required. Okay. So numeric data type, or it can have completely characters. Okay. So how we can create some matrix? So let us see how we can create. Okay. So for matrix, we need a command this matrix. Okay. And then we need to see for what we are going to make matrix. Okay. Let me tell you a very simple thing. Let us write M1 equals to, okay, and then I write matrix. Fine. And then after matrix, you just like parenthesis. Okay. And what we have in matrix, suppose I want to make matrix of this data. Okay. Or of this data. So there are in C, we have 10 entries. If you want, you can see from here. Okay. 10 entries is there. So of course, how we can create, what is the size of matrix? We can create 2 by 5. Na? And with the help of this, we can create because there are 4 entries. So 2 by 2 or 1 by 4. Okay. 4 by 1. Like this, we can create matrix. Okay. So here we have, suppose I want to create a matrix of this data 1 to 10. So the number of rows we need to define. Okay. So I am putting here C. Okay. C. With this entry, I'm going to create a vector. Okay. Or just like here they have created. Okay. Some vector they have created. You can also do like this. But I am using here C. Okay. Entries in C of to create matrix. Okay. So n row means the number of rows. So n row equals to suppose, because there are 10 entries, so we need to we can either keep 2 rows or 5 rows. Okay, because 2 into 5, that is 10. So suppose I want to make only 2 rows and then n columns. Okay, so n col. Okay, n columns. How many columns? If I create here 3, you see that you will be getting some error. You see, because this is not compatible, not a sub multiple or multiple of the number of columns. Okay, fine. It means for this we need to eight elements only, but we have 10 elements, so it is not satisfying the essential. It is not it is not giving the number of elements which are saved in C. Okay, so we need to keep here 5. As soon as we are keeping here 5, so we will be getting, you see now it has come. So if I want to print it, okay, you see here. So 1, 2, 3, and it will keep row wise. Okay, by default it will keep row wise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, sorry, just a minute. It is keep. It will keep column wise. Okay, entries are there here in C. In C, if you see the entries, so here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So column wise 1, 1 and 2, then 3, then 4, like this. It is keeping. Okay, and if you want to make it row wise, so for that you need to write by row. Okay, by row. You want by row. You want to by row, keep elements by rows. Okay, so you need to type here T. Either you can type here T for true, or complete this for TRUE. Okay, both are the same, but this should be in capital letters. Okay, so okay, Now let us see what is there. Now you see that it has come row wise. But one question you may be having in your mind, that what is this above the row and just left to the columns? Okay, so this means that you see here in square bracket you will be seeing 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. So they essentially represents the number of columns. Okay, the column numbers, and here row numbers, row 1 and row 2. But you see here there is a comma, and before that there is a space. Okay, it means that all, if space is blank, it means all column first, sorry, all row first column. So all row means two rows are there and first column. So this column, first column contains element of all rows, that is row 1, row 2 and first column. Okay, and this is second column, all row, second column all row, that is 2 and 7. Okay, uh, similarly here if you see towards left, you have 1 and then you have comma and then blank space. So it means that is first row. Okay, first row and all columns. So first row and all columns, that is all 5 columns element it is showing. Okay, similarly second row and all column elements. Fine. So this is the meaning of this. And then because if you want to keep some name here, because you see that something is coming by default, but you want to change it. Okay, as per your wish. So for that you need to create some vector, and then you can use it. Okay, so how you can use? Okay, that is a question. So for this, just like if you have taken an entry from C, we can create some row names and column names. This is this is some object. Okay, we have created. You can write another name also. Okay, so let me create here row. Okay, row names. Okay, row names 1. Okay, and then I want to because how many rows are there? 2 rows only. Okay, so for row names we need to write them in double quotes or single quote you can write also. So let me write R1, the first row. Okay, and then because there are only 2 rows, so I want to write R2 here also. Okay, then again in what I want column names. Okay, so column name. Okay, name. Okay, let us write 1 also here, and then again how many columns are there? 5 columns, na? So for that you need to write C1. Okay, you of course you can keep any name as per your desire. Okay, yeah, not like that what I am writing. You can any character you can type and you can make it. Okay, so this is C4, and then that is C5. So actually we need to first know that how many rows and how many columns we are going to keep here. Okay, so but as I think there is something wrong. Okay, here I missed C, na? Okay, I missed here. Okay, so now let me run it first. Okay, so until now, if I run again M1, then we will be getting the same thing because I have not included these. I have just created 2 vectors, and now it is the time to include them. Okay, include them to display this matrix. Okay, for this here we can write dim names. Okay, so this is actually this is a keyword here. Okay, this is a keyword, and this I can give any name. This row name 1, row column name 1. You can give anything valid name. Okay, and here also you can type any valid character. So here I want to because this is a keyword here. So here I want we need to have row name and column name. Okay, row name and column name. So row, this the same thing we need to write here. Row name, row name, row name. Okay, row name 1, and then space, and then column name 1. Okay, column name 1, like this, right? And then we can run it. I think there is something, some. Okay. Let me see what is there. Is there any? Okay, not like this. I need to make it like list. Okay. Okay. So this actually, when we create this uh, matrix, so here we are using list. In list, we can keep various type of data. Okay. Either we can keep we can keep some matrix in that, or we can keep some vectors. Okay, like this. Hmm. Uh, okay, column name, row name. What is there? Is there anything? Okay. Let us. Okay. Now it has come, and then let us see the output. You see, it is row R1 and R2 has come, and then C1, C2, C4. I think in place of 5, C5. So I need to run first, and then I will run it this one, so that it will produce. Okay. Now M1, and then press enter. You see, now you have customized uh, the row name and column names. Okay. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think it is clear to you now.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to make a vector from this, make matrix from the vector from the data you have already, then you can use that data here. Otherwise, if you want to create some data and then use, so you can write like this. Okay. So if you are both are the similar thing. Okay. And matrix is m equals to matrix is there, C, and 1 column 9 is there. No? So for here, what we see that it will create a vector of length 9, na? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. So we will have a matrix. We have only possibility of a matrix of 3 by 3. Na? So here should be 3 rows and 3 number of columns. And we want to keep them in a row wise. So it will be, we have to by row. Okay. So if I run it, you see, and then just see the output. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, like this. And other things also. If you want to rename, that is row name and column names. So in the similar way as we did here in the last case, we can define row names and column names. They are objects we have created. So you can use dot here, you can use underscore here. Okay, something you can create. Of course, you cannot start with the 5. You cannot start with 7. Something like this. Any object name you cannot start with some numeric. Okay, numeric digit. Fine. So this will give you again some a matrix. There is something I think must be a dim name must be vector. Okay, let us see what is mistake here. What is row names and column names? I think everything is correct, but let me run it first. Okay, so it has come. Okay. Okay, in case if you have not executed that, so it will not be reading. Okay, so now it has come, you see, and n you want to print, you see this matrix. So now you know how we can create a matrix. Okay. Okay. Some operations. Let us see. If you want to add the two matrices M or N, M and N, so we can simply write M plus N. Okay, and you will be getting the output. Okay. So M plus N, and then you add. You see. 4, 6, 8, and 10, 12, 14 like this. Uh, this matrix, these two matrices you see M and N. Okay, the first entry is 1, and then first entry is here also here 3. Okay, so of course you will be getting 3 plus 1, that is 4. Okay, so this is element wise addition you will be getting. Also, if you want to print this side, then you can write like this. Okay, and if you want to product, there are two kind of product. Element wise product, that is first element here, this is multiplied with this, so 1 into 3, then this element 2 is multiplied with 2 is multiplied with 2 is multiplied with 4, so you will be getting 8. 3 times 5, you will be getting 15. Okay, so this is element wise addition. Fine, but there is a usual addition, and that is achieved by this. Okay, so M, if you want to multiply two matrices, that is the usual addition. Okay, usual addition. Not the addition, but matrix multiplication. Matrix multiplication. For this, the natural what usual we use to multiply, usual way of multiplication to matrix, not element wise. For element wise, we need to write star. For usual addition, we need to write M, then percentage, and then star percentage N. Okay, so in this way, we will be multiplying these two matrices. All right. So this will produce element-wise multiplication, and for this you can see element-wise multiplication. So first product, okay, product PRODU. PRODT, the PRODT like this. Okay. If you multiply this first this one and then this one, you see 3 and then 2 times 4 element wise multiplication. So you will be getting 8 like this, 3 into 5, 15. But this you will be, with the help of this, you will be getting usual multiplication. Okay, matrix multiplication. Matrix multiplication. Row and columns. All right. And here you see there are something. Either you write print or don't write. If you want write print, then all right, otherwise it will give you directly. Okay, so it means you want to see in matrix M, you want to see the element in first row and second column. Okay, what is the element there? So you just see there are, it is 2. Okay, in matrix M, this entry is 2, and here in matrix M, here you see that there is a comma and then 2 is there. So second place entry, this represent the column number. Okay, column number. So second column number, but first place is that is before comma, it is vacant or empty. Okay, it means all row. So second column it will represent. Second column. Second column is every element of the second column. It means that every row element of the second column. Okay, all row second column. What we mean by this? Second row and all column. So ये पूरी की पूरी दूसरी रो प्रिंट करेगा. आप देखो यहाँ पे ये दूसरी रो M का second row. M let us see what is M. This is M. M का second row 4, 5, 6 ना. So here you will be seeing 4, 5, 6. Okay. In M, first row, second column, 2 entries 2. So in M first row, where is M? I think here M. Okay, first row, second column, you see 3. Okay, so like this we can something more we can see if you want to create identity. Sorry, every entry with 1. So you can uh, as of now, I told you how this is. If you have something saved in C, then you can use directly, or you can create like this, or you can create the elements or vector like this also. Okay, and you can create vector like this, and then number of rows and column, and then you can. Okay, fine. All right. Okay. Uh, Let me. So what is there in S? If you want to create a matrix, okay, with diagonal entries 1 1 1, okay, with diagonal entries 1 1 1, and everything other place you want to 0, okay, that is you want to identity matrix. So this is identity matrix you are going to get. Okay, so for this you need to write the diagonal entries only. Okay, so if you want to 4 by 4, you just keep here 1, another one, and then run it. Okay, and then again type S, and you see 4 by 4 matrix, 4 by 4 identity matrix you will be getting. Okay, and the rest you can write column name and all. There is absolutely no problem. Okay, hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now there is another thing I think I should tell it later on. Okay, this attach and all. There is some histogram and all. So I'll tell you later on. And let us see what is there more. Now we have data frame. Data frame. Okay. So data frame is also a two-dimensional object. Okay. That is, it has rows and columns. Okay. And thing is that uh, so it has also rows and columns, but they may have they may have different types of data. Okay, so in matrix, what we have when we are making some entry, okay, so they are of the same type. Okay, so they should be either numeric or they should be either what we say that character. Okay, but and length should be same. Length should be same. Okay, you see when we selected length, it means that the dimensions should be compatible to the length of the vector we are going to use. Okay, to create a matrix. Fine. In data frame, if we are shortfall some entry, suppose we have 100 entries. Okay, but somehow 2 or 3 entries are missing. Okay, that is in essentially we got only 97 entries. Okay, so if you want to create a matrix, then it is difficult. How we can, because you know that a 97 we cannot put it in form of matrix. Okay, suppose if you want to make a square matrix. Okay, so that can be done with the help of data frames. In data frames, it allows, we need to give some name to the missing entries, and that missing entries, that is what we say that we will pad out any sort column with a with using this character NA. Okay, so essentially this is not this will not be treated as character or numeric. Okay, and this NA understood for either not tolerable, you can say, or not applicable. Okay, so data frame, as I told you, it contains the mixed data type. Okay, and all column have a different type of data type. May have, okay, they may have. It is not necessary, but they may have different. But in a matrix, they should have the same data type. Okay. So let me tell you how we can create a data frame. If it is there, I think I have created somewhere. Okay. So let me tell you. Okay, data frame. For data frame, what I have did, suppose I give some ID. Okay, it is just like to create a, I don't know, yeah, data frame. Okay, so if I have a name, okay, suppose I have names of students and their ID and their marks. So, and then I want to pad up everything in one table or in one structure. So that is what is more convenient for this is data frame. Okay, so here I'm using student ID and their name and their marks and total marks, and then I want percentage also. Fine, I want percentage also. So so many things we can keep in a data frame. Okay, and then when needed, we can fetch from them. Okay, so let us so for example, I want to have details of 10 students, for example. So their ID I'm generating with the help of this. You can write another way of you can generate it with the help of other way also. It is not necessary you are using this numeric. You can also use as character. Okay, and the name of students I'm creating a vector for this. Okay, so A B B C C D something like this I have written. Okay, so 10 name in total I have written here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, 10 names. Okay, so marks 11 12 13, just like I have written something. Okay, so how many? I think 10 10 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, 10. So there is nothing missing. Okay, and total marks in total marks in case every case is 20. Okay, so percentage, you know that you can find it percentage of each student by using this formula. Obtained marks, it is this, and then multiplied by 100 and divided by total marks. Okay, and then percentage uh, this is percentage is there. Okay, I think it is not needed. I want and let us keep comment here. Something logical was I'm using here, okay, but that is not needed. Let us learn how to make a data frame. So these many information are there. So let me select it and run once. Okay, so once I execute it, you will be getting. You can see here. Okay, you can see here they have come marks, ID, name, percentage. Okay, everything has come. Hmm. Okay, so now we need to create data frame. Here the variable. Okay, so let not z, let me write data frame. Okay, data frame, and of course you can write or let me write d underscore frame data frame. Okay, and then the syntax is data frame and then id in the first place I want, then name, then marks, total marks, and percentage, and let me run it. So here it has been executed. Okay, so I want a data frame. I want to see here what is there. Okay, so d underscore frame, put enter. So you will be getting, you see, it has come. The ID is there, name is there, and you see here A, B, C, D. So it is not double in double quotes or all. Okay, so it is the beauty of a data frame. Okay, and this number is coming automatically in the left hand side. We have not given anything in the left hand side. Okay, and this is the ID and name, total marks here, and percentage it is calculating. Okay, and you are seeing here everything. Okay, and suppose for example if something is missing, Let me remove it. Okay, let me remove it. I have sorted the length of this. Okay, and then let me run. Okay, fine, and then let me run it again. See, arguments simply different from rows 9 to 10. What is? Okay, just a minute. We have used some formula here, so that's why so many places it is affecting now. So I'll tell you where how NA comes. All right, how NA comes. Okay, so you see here the data frame. Data frame has been created, and frame. Okay. Data frame. So you can see here. Okay, and if you want to see what is there, this. Okay, here you want to print, you can print like this, or you can know the class what is there, what is the class of this. Okay, so can you see the class for this? You need to write D and then frame. Okay, then D frame, that is data frame what we have created. So it is coming, it is showing that it is data frame, it is a data frame. Okay, str structure. Okay, for a structure you can write here D frame, D structure. You see, so it will show you everything. No, ID, name, every variable you will be seeing here. Okay, and then a number of observation, number of 10 observation and 5 variables. It will give you detail. Okay, this is every column. It is talking about every column. Okay, so in integer, they are integer, they are characters. Okay, and they are numeric. They are numeric. So this is what we say that this displays the structure of data frame. Okay, so similarly you can make other data frames also if you want. For example, you want to make a data frame of ABC. We have no. So let us write D underscore frame 1. Okay, in this let us save. Let us make a data dot frame frame. Okay, I want to make a data frame of ABC, B and C. Okay, of course they have same data type. So there is a error in data. Okay, error in data frame and ABC, and argument imply different number of rows. Okay, different number of rows. Okay, so what we need to do? Suppose we are missing data. Okay, we are missing data because they are not of the same type. Okay, so for that we need to fill them with NA. Okay, wherever it is falling short of length. Okay, so let me write A1. Okay, in A1 let me put something 1, 2, 3, 6, and 8. Okay, let me okay, like this. Okay, and then a B1. In B1 let me create some character vector. Okay, vector of characters. So let me write SD and then DF Z another suppose I don't know. Okay, let me write, but here let me write. Okay, E, suppose I'm writing, so there are I think 4. Okay, and another let me write here ER. Okay, so I have written here, And this is, I think, let me write it some, okay, A1, let it be A1, okay. Suppose I'm making it mark, okay, in marks, okay. In marks, suppose I don't know the marks in the another case here, okay, one case, last student whose name is uh, uh, name, okay, I'm writing it name underscore one, and this is the mark, okay. So what, let me write here name, okay, name underscore one, okay. In the second place, let me write M1, okay. So let us say execute it and then see. Now see the output D FRAME M1, okay. You see that NA has come here, but uh, we can, and this is not going to affect our calculation later in later stage, okay. Sometimes what we do when we are running, we are computing, okay, in Excel file and all. If some data is missing, then it will show error or zero something, okay. Something it will show error kind of thing. But here, if we are using NA in and this is used in data frame, so this is not going to affect other part of calculation, okay. At least उसका तो नहीं वो करेगा, लेकिन बाकी का आपका कंप्यूट कर देगा, ठीक है, उसमें दिक्कत नहीं. So this is a data frame. Other detail we will be discussing in more in forthcoming classes about data frame. Okay. So what is list? In the list we can keep some data frame like this. Some data frame we can keep. We can keep matrix. We can keep vector. Okay. So many things we can keep at one place. Just like in data frame, we have kept ID, name, marks, total marks, and percentage. Okay. So what list does? List you can this data frame you can keep, another data frame you can keep, okay, like this. You can make, for example, if you want list, okay, list, let us see if it is taking data list, okay, d frame, okay, and then another d underscore frame, okay, like this, fine. And let me save it in capital L, okay. You see L is there, and then press enter. Okay, you see here two things you have kept here, this data frame, okay, and another data frame you have kept here. So both things you can save in one place in list, fine. एंड दे वो किस लेंथ के है, क्या है, उससे उसका स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, इससे कोई मतलब नहीं है. आप इसमें ना आप we have created some vectors, you know, a you can created a, we have created a1 also, we have created id, okay, so we can keep them also here, and then you can even not found, what is there, even I think we have removed na. You can, let me write here v, and then you see, and then you can print it list, okay. So you will be seeing everything has come here. This object you saved in that, this also you saved, this also you saved, and this also you saved, this also we have saved, fine. So in list what we do, we keep so many type of data in one place, okay. इसमें कैसे डेटा है, उनकी लेंथ क्या है, स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, इससे कोई मतलब नहीं है, है ना, इससे कोई मतलब नहीं है. इफ यू वांट टू सी द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ दिस capital L, just to see here the structure, you see so many information of every data. It will, so for of data frame 10 observation 5 variables, okay, that we know that percentage. Another data frame we have, so for this we have this information, okay, And then for other vectors, we have this information. Okay, two are numeric and one is integer type. Fine. Okay. Okay, I think we have done. So metrics, we learned metrics. We have learned what is data frame, and we also learned what is list. No? And also we know that what is vector. So for our uh, let us let us conclude discussion for today. Okay.
Thank you for watching this video. To stay updated, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Cosmos Learning. Happy learning through Cosmos Learning. To watch more, click on any of these cards. Thank you once again.